everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am the Horror Sensei, and today I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite movies I saw for the first time in the month of June. Let's kick it right off with a bang, with a big blockbuster movie coming in at number 5 for me. I finally got to see it, y'all. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. One of my most anticipated movies of the year. Definitely probably my most anticipated blockbuster, comic book, superhero type movie of the year. And it didn't disappoint. Now, this was directed by Sam Raimi, and his footprints are all over this movie. You can definitely tell it's a Sam Raimi film. Really fun cameo by Bruce Campbell. It's a hot dog vendor. And kind of like an Evil Dead 2 callback, kind of a reference there. And if you see it or have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What was really cool was to see the multiverse in effect, to see the different Doctor Stranges. The zombie Doctor Strange was really cool. That was probably my favorite. But then also, I'm a giant Peggy Carter fan. I'm a giant Haley Atwell fan. I have met her, have her autograph. She was an amazing person to meet. So to see her back as Captain Carter now in the live action, we got her in What If on Disney Plus, but to see her in the live action movie, that was really cool. And the brutality of those kills, I didn't believe I was watching the Marvel movie for a second. So really fun. Exactly kind of what I was hoping it would be. Sam Raimi does it again. Definitely check out Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That comes in at number 5 for me. For my first time watches in the month of June, coming in at number 4 is the 1980 Alien slasher film. I'm going to call it an alien slasher film, Without Warning. Now, this is one I've been wanting to see for a long time. Just never got around to it. I finally picked up the Blu-ray, and I instantly loved it. Fantastic film. Stars Martin Landau and Jack Palance, among other people, obviously. But I'm a big fan of Alone in the Dark. That also stars them. And one of my favorite things about this movie is that yes, it's an alien movie, but it plays off so much like an early 80s slasher movie, just with the alien being the bad guy, that you almost forget that it's an alien movie at times. I'm not a huge UFO alien fan, so sci-fi horror fan, so I really enjoyed that aspect of this movie, that it didn't rely too much on that and relied more on the slasher aspect of the movie. So that's why it came in at number 4 for me. Now, coming in at number 3 is a brand new movie that started streaming on Shudder just last month, and that is Revealer. Now, this is directed by Luke Boyce, who I believe this may be his feature film debut. Not positive, but I think that is correct. The movie kind of centers around a stripper who's working at her strip club and a religious protester type, I know the leader maybe of the religious protesters outside the strip club. I think it's set in the 1980s in Chicago, and kind of the tensions that they have. And then it's kind of like the apocalypse outside. The world is kind of ending. And the development of these two characters that they share in the movie is phenomenal. The writing, the directing, the pacing, all phenomenal. The character development, like I said, is phenomenal. So is the neon-drenched colors of this movie. Now, I honestly feel like the color scheme itself took form as a character in this movie, and it was just so beautiful to look at. If you're a fan of kind of like a character-driven movie, but also with enough kind of like a creature feature to keep you in there and to keep your attention, I definitely recommend checking out Revealer on Shudder. One of my biggest surprises of the month, honestly. Coming in at number 2 for me, man, I have a lot of blockbusters on here. Number 2 for me is another big blockbuster, and that is Jurassic World Dominion. I'm a big fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, big fan of Jurassic World. Have been ever since I was a kid, and now my kiddo is into them. He loves it. That's what he wanted to do on his birthday, was to go see Jurassic World Dominion. And so we did, and of course, I loved it. We get Jeff Goldblum back. And Jeff Goldblum is a national treasure. So that's all I really need to say about it. The plot is the plot, you know, dinosaurs attack. That's it. So, go check out Jurassic World Dominion if you're a fan of Jurassic Park and those movies. I am, and I certainly loved it. It was everything I was hoping it would be. And then coming in at number 1 for me for the month of June, maybe for the year of 2022, we'll have to see. But right now, it holds the number 1 spot in my favorite movies of the year. And that is The Black Phone, starring Ethan Hawke, directed by Scott Derrickson. This movie was scary. It was genuinely creepy, and it didn't rely on the jump scares to deliver that. It relied on the atmosphere, it relied on tension, it relied on story building, all things that I am a fan of, that I really enjoy in a movie. Ethan Hawke was phenomenal as the child killer. The Greiber is what he was called in the movie. Now, I will not give too many spoilers away in case you have not seen this movie, since it is pretty new after all. But definitely check out The Black Phone. Has my recommendation as being one of the top movies of the year so far. I was not disappointed at all about it. There you go. My top 5 movies I saw for the very first time in the month of June. Out of these 5, which ones are your favorites? And did you see any movies for the first time last month that you absolutely love? Let me know in the comments below. As always, you can like, follow, subscribe, hit that bell to turn on notifications, get notified every time I post a video. You can follow me over on Instagram at Horror Sensei. You can follow me on Letterboxd at Husker Sensei, and you can follow me on Twitter at Haddonfield Sons. As always, thank you all so much for sticking around, watching the video, and remember, until next time, try not to get French fried. Bye, everybody.